Welcome back to the Football Terrace. Make sure you have hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribing. The fan channel review is back, and there are some pearlers in here. Plus, Mark Goldbridge to be sued. We're going to get into that on the video. Make sure you stay with us. As I've already said, hit the like button. Make sure you are subscribing. Like that. Follow the like button. Subscribe. Bell notifications, get that done. But let's jump straight into it. And I want to start off here with Saeed and Faz. Take a little look.
Biryani.
This one is a little bit spicy.
Yeah.
I do like a biryani. I do like a little biryani.
Talk about spice. Listen, why you eating? Why you eating, bro? What the fuck you eating? What's fucking?
Why are you eating? I'm not going to lie. When I'm nervous or stressed, that's when I eat. So I eat a lot during football games because it kind of gets rid of the nerves.
You getting beat, man.
Look at the way Faz is like a child being told off.
Fucking eating while we're getting beat, bro. You're not serious, bro. We're getting beat and you're relaxing.
Yes, move.
Man's eating a biryani when we're getting beat. Are you mad, bro? I've not ate my biryani.
He's got one as well.
Biryani, you can't eat while Man United's playing.
But you got to eat hot, though. And it's not as good microwaved.
Fix up, man. This brother thinks it's rest. Look at this team.
I always find this show of mine very cathartic, very relaxing. I am stressed at my football club, but this gets me over it. Like, genuinely, this gets me over the stress. Who isn't over the stress is Staffy. Take a look at my guy.
And there we go. Here's Porto, and they're going to be ruthless, and they cross the ball, and they make it 3! And they make it 3!
Yes, they did.
Because we're shit!
I'm not bantering my own team. I'm laughing at Staffy here, just so people understand the difference in these two things.
We're fucking shit on transitions.
Well, it would generally crap defending in every aspect.
Guy scored with his head, and now he's scoring on the fucking break. It's easy. It's just fucking easy. We give up 3 goals everywhere. Who needs 3 goals? Liverpool, you need 3 goals? Pull up. Oh, Spurs, you need 3 goals? Pull up. Oh, Porto, 3 goals? There's a little bit of trick to this, though. There's a little bit of trick. We're going to score 2 first, and then we're going to allow you to score 3. Because everyone fucking scores 3 against us.
It's true. The reason I also laugh at this is because I don't do watch-alongs, right? I like the match reactions. That's my thing, right? But that's the way Staffy is at this particular moment. It's like identical to what I was doing.
Look at this. Look at the spaces. Look at El Torito. El Torito again not marking his man. Getting beat on pace. How are you 5'8" and you have no pace?
Do you know what, though? I'm not calling Staffy out here. We'll talk about this on Straight Facts later. 3 p.m. UK time. Make sure you're here. But I get he doesn't like Lisandro Martinez. I can accept that. The problem I have is this man's a big fan of Lenny Yoro. And I guarantee you, if we don't change manager and things continue as they are, Lenny Yoro is going to come in and be exposed. I just guarantee you. You know, Staffy's the same guy, and this is... I understand it because we all have opinions on players, but this is one thing I can't wait to challenge him on later. This man went on and on and on about Casemiro being done and finished and the midfield. He's been out for games, come back in for games, and nothing is any different. We were defending like this last year when Lisandro was injured. I don't think it's about bringing in players that are better, but I understand people get angry, people are frustrated, and people want change. So I do get it, but we're talking about it later, Staffy. I need to understand your logic on this. Over to my guy, Rants now. Obviously, you can see it's from last night's game. Let's take a look.
Week, bro. We're one of the worst football teams in the league to watch, bro.
I mean, he is true. I'm gonna say he's wrong. Rants is wrong. We're not one of the worst football teams to watch in the Premier League. We're one of the worst football teams to watch in European football, period. This week, I watched Bologna. They lost, but they played excellent football. Ghent last night against Chelsea played excellent football. Flavaros, whatever their name is, who played Tottenham, They just played neater, tidier football than we did. And I don't care what anyone's opinion in the comment section is on this particular matter. We have better players than those teams by and large. Rants is spot on about how bad our football is.
One of the worst to watch, man. Don't get me wrong, Arsenal are up there.
That's gonna trigger him. Oh, do you know what? One thing about Rants I find hilarious is he's despised for Arsenal. Now I get it. Do you know what I mean? And he lets it out. He says it. He's digging his own team out, but he finds a way to throw a little jab in the face of Arsenal there. God. Keeping it in the family now.
Breathe, unless he's hosting an episode of The Weakest Link. What's he doing there?
Every
Timo Werner.
Every time I go to play an X video, it plays before I'm ready to do it. I said, keeping it in the family over to X.
I need a trophy more than Diddy needs an alibi for his crimes. I need one. Brother, it's been 16 years, but when I look at our team...
16 years. What would X have been then? What, 10? 11? Crazy.
Sheet and I see Timo Werner starting in 2024. It's like I can't breathe unless he's hosting an episode of The Weakest Link. What's he doing there? Timo Werner is stealing a living. 175k a week at a Premier League club. This may as well be keeping up with the Kardashians. He's stealing a living. Even at Old Trafford, he was Man United's man of the match. When Bruno got sent off, it didn't matter. It was 10 versus 10. When I see this guy's name on a team sheet, I feel like someone spiked my drink.
I do agree with him though. And I was saying last night, Mickey Moore, any minute that Big Ange thinks about giving to Werner, give to Mickey Moore. He's going to do better, but it can't be any worse. Werner is honestly, I think Spurs actually signed some really good talented players in the summer. I think they've had a rocky start, but they're improving. But I absolutely agree. Timo Werner getting game time in 2024 in the for a Premier League team of the stature of Tottenham is crazy.
Honestly, highest criminal. The only wing he should be on is HMP. Yeah, he can run, but so can my PC desktop. And I don't see that on the team sheet. Every time I seen him, he's out of place. He looks as uncomfortable as a Muslim at an EDL march. I'm telling you, if he can't control...
That's a great line. It's a great line. Honestly, X, I know you're loving YouTube. I know you're doing bits at the minute. I see you on the show with Specs the other day. But you've got to seriously think about doing stand-up. Seriously think about doing stand-up. I think you could make millions. Millions and millions and millions. Netflix special, everything, bruv. I really do think that is plausible for you. Now, I want to move on to Mark Goldbridge. And nothing to do with Man United. I sue them. I saw this tweet from Mr. Radu Christian that says, leaving all the banter aside. I mean, that's the first bit we say, leaving all the banter aside when coming to football is interesting. But he says, I really wish Man City would start taking effective legal action against this clown. For far too long, this faker, he's always a faker when he has opinions people don't like. And as a YouTuber, I don't like this. And by the way, there are people that are going to call out Saeed. Oh, he isn't really that angry. There's people that have called out Lee Gunner for years. Just because he doesn't rate Arteta like you do doesn't mean he's lying. It's an opinion. Debate the opinion as opposed to the person. Always stand by that, and I keep the same energy for everyone. So far, this Laker has grown his platform at the behest of City. That's the funniest bit. Firstly, do you think Mark Goldbridge has 1.2 million to 1.25 million followers on That's Football, 1.94 million on the United Stand, and another, couple of million across other social media platforms because he doesn't like Man City? No disrespect. Come on now. You cannot be serious. He knows nothing. He lies compulsively and does so to garner money from gullible fans. Well, let's take a little look at what Mark Goldbridge said that this Man City fan believes should lead to him being sued.
Party transactions, which is basically like, it would be like Newcastle having Visit Saudi Arabia on their shirt and being paid £1 billion a week, because obviously they're owned by Saudi. You can't do that. The Premier League have rules in place where deals that you do must go into what they call a data bank at the Premier League, where they assess each sponsorship deal of every Premier League club to make sure that it is market value. And the Manchester City basically voted or took a case to court with the Premier League separately to the one they have at the moment, saying that it's not fair.
So Mark here talking about the Associated Party Transactions, APT case, and how last week there was a story that stated that City may have won due to a conversation around this rule being pulled from a meeting last week. That is what this video is in context of the video. This is what's going on.
This would be massively beneficial for somebody like Newcastle, because obviously they are very, very rich, like Manchester City.
I mean, it'd be beneficial for any club that's got billionaire owners. It'd be very beneficial to Man United with Ineos now there as well, to be fair.
The richest football club in the world, but they're struggling to get the money into Newcastle because of FFP and PSR. You can't just throw in £1 billion if it doesn't match the revenue or fair market value, etc. So last week, this story came out, and it would have had massive ramifications for the Premier League, but also for Newcastle, also for Man City, and could have had a big impact on their court case for the charges that they have, because a lot of those are based on getting money into the club in a way that wasn't fair. So if Man City challenge that rule and win it, then it could help that case as well. Now, last week, a lot of people were reporting that Man City had won that case. Reports on Thursday linked the decision to pull a vote connected to that data bank and the APT as a reason or an indication that Man City had actually won. The tool is used by the club for boards to assess fair market value, like I said. And the reports indicated a potential victory for Man City. However, it's understood the change would not have been a substantive one, even if it had been voted through, with sources close to the meeting describing it as minor. The APT rules are designed to ensure that commercial deals with entities linked to a club's owners are done for fair market value. Man City's case was heard by an arbitration panel under Section X of the Premier League rules, where any decision made remains private. The hearing was held over 2 weeks in June. However, under Rule X31, the chair of the panel, with the parties' consent, can share an anonymised summary of the ruling where it's considered to have a wider application to other clubs. A Man City victory surely would trigger that rule, which the clubs would need to be made aware of. However, they haven't. Therefore, it's felt that whatever happened in that challenge from Man City, it was minor and hasn't had a big impact on the APT rules.
Let me just say now, in case anybody switched off because they're not interested in this side of football, you should be. However, how can you sue Mark Goldbridge? How can you even suggest suing a YouTuber for reacting to an article from the mainstream media and then having an opinion based on that piece? I mean, you just can't. This is what I find crazy. Now, if you're a Man City, again, the video has nothing to do with the 115 charges, and there's nothing in the tweet that Mark put out there. It's just last week it was seen as a victory for Man City. They were going to win this case. Now it appears that the challenges are very minor. Therefore, they're not going to allow for too much of an increase in income. And if they were challenging these rules for a bigger change to improve their standings with FFP and PSR, then of course it's a blow. And what I don't get is, I understand not everybody likes Mark Goldbridge. God, me and him have had our run-ins in the past. But this idea of, and again, any YouTuber that endorses, any content creator that endorses the idea of suing a YouTuber for reacting to a mainstream media article, you're not, I think it's what goes through the minds of some people. Oh, if Mark gets sued and then he doesn't make content anymore, maybe I'll take his place. Maybe it'll open a gateway for me. No, what it will do is open a gateway. If it was to happen, I doubt it will. There's no precedent for it. But if it was to happen, it would open a gateway for every single content creator in the world being sued. Because most of what we do, doesn't matter whether you think, because some people do this. They'll like content creator A and despise content creator B, but they have similar titles, make similar videos, and sometimes have similar fucking opinions. All you're going to do is ensure that everyone gets in trouble. It is crazy. Man reacted to a media story, okay, that's been published in the fucking Financial Times. Sue him. Sue him for talking about it. Why the hostility, bruv? Mad to me. But look, listen, everybody hit the like button. Everybody make sure you're subscribing. Straight Facts, 3 p.m. today. Top 6 show, 6 p.m. today on the Football Terrace. As I always ask people, make sure that you have hit the like button for us, and please make sure you are subscribing. Like it, subscribe, bell notification as well. Get all of that done. Until next time, my people, take care, goodbye, God bless, and I'll see you soon. Peace.